Welcome back, everyone. We are in the midst of our busy traveling schedule here at Mechanical Hub, just returning from the WWETT Show in Indy. The WWETT Show, which is short for Water and Wastewater Equipment, Treatment, and Transport Show, highlights the latest innovation in drain cleaning and wastewater equipment and pretty freaking cool transport vehicles. We'll check in from the show with some highlights. First, we go back to the AHR show where we saw good friend Dan Foley, Foley Mechanical out of Lorton, Virginia, receive the 2025 Carlson Holohan Industry Award of Excellence. This honor is awarded every 2 years to an individual who has dedicated his or her life to the hydronics comfort industry and to those who have helped push the industry forward. Check a little from Dan's speech from the Caleffi booth at the AHR Expo in Orlando.
I'm honored. More than that, I'm humbled. All the previous award winners are not only friends of mine, but mentors that have helped me every step of the way. And I'm gonna go back to the beginning. I want to say sometime around 1990, I was just an installer in Arlington Heating. And I went to this seminar that my boss sent me to. And the namesake of this award, Mr. Holohan, was the presenter. And he inspired something in me that day. Because I didn't know anything about boilers. I didn't know what end of the pipe wrench to grab a hold of. And Dan inspired me. And mind you, this is before internet, cell phones. At one point, I called the phone number he had, thinking I'm gonna get a recording, and Dan answers the phone. And took the time to take me under his wing and share with me his knowledge and share with me friends that he knew, people he knew, that helped me along the way to help me be successful, so I wouldn't be there otherwise. And I've learned so much from everybody, and so much do I value their friendships as well, that I've been for 30 years. I've been in this industry now for 38 years, and these are my dearest friends. People like Ingrid Mattson, who helped create this industry through her marketing work at Uponor and at Wiersbo. She created this business we earn our living from. Dan Holohan, who over the years, he's visited my job sites. My lead tech, Brian's right over here. He's seen some of Brian's steam boilers he put in. So he's been so helpful to me over the years. My fellow contractors, Hot Rod, Dave Yates, Mark Etherton, they've all shared their knowledge. We bounce ideas off each other, or I bounce my ideas off theirs, and they bring me back in line. I've learned so much from over the years. At one point, I went to a seminar by Robert Bean, and that's when I thought I knew a thing or two about radiant. And I sat there for about an hour and realized I knew absolutely nothing about radiant. That's how much he knew. And over the years, he's shared his knowledge with me as well. So again, I'm honored, but more so humbled to win this award, and I'll do my part to carry on the legacy of Gil Carlson, and I'll do justice to this award. Thank you.
With past winners in attendance, all legends in the industry, it was quite an event. Congrats, Dan. Well deserved. Next, we visit the WWETT Show in Indy this week. Check out what we saw from our friends from Milwaukee Tool.
All right, John Mason Brink back at the WWETT Show in Indianapolis. I'm at the Ohio Power Tool booth with Milwaukee and Aaron Orange. Aaron, what do you got? You got a transfer stick pump?
Yeah, the M18 transfer stick pump. So this is new. As you can see, it takes our M18 battery. We have a casing on it so your battery does not get wet while you're using it. This is going to be 25 gallons per minute compared to our M12, which is only 9. I'll be able to demo this for you guys here shortly. All you do here is click the power button for a few seconds, hold it, and then you're ready to go.
Very cool.
And then we also have another connector on it so you can run 2 garden hoses off of it as long as you have to disperse the water in 2 separate areas. It has a cap on it as well so you can only use one of the ports as another option.
Wow, a beefier stick transfer pump. Very cool, Aaron. Thank you. And we swung by the General Pipe Cleaners booth to check out the Flexi-Rooter. Check this out.
Back in General's booth with Dave Dunbar at the WWETT Show in Indianapolis. We got the Flexi-Rooter. Dave, tell me about it.
New and improved, man. I tell you, we have a new flexible shaft, a new sheath. Makes it stronger, makes it more likely that you're going to actually succeed in opening the drain with these things. These are very, very versatile devices. You can use them to descale, you can use them to open drains. They'll actually prep pipe for pipe relining. They can do all kind of things, especially with the clog chopper at the end here. Makes the General's device unique. It will actually open drains. You can use it for almost anything. 75 feet inside the reel now. Okay, plus we have a new motor. It's a purpose-driven motor that was designed exactly for this device instead of using something off the shelf. New clutch. A new way to actually adjust the RPM on the machine. You'll love it. It's still the most economical machine out on the market right now. It does everything. So the Flexi Rooter from General. Check it out.
All right, I'm going to call it the Sexy Flexi. I'm not sure if General's going to approve that, but we like it.
Always good to see Dave Dunbar doing his thing in the General Pipe booth. Keep watching our socials for more info from the WWETT Show as we move forward. On our podcast, AHR has come and gone, but you can catch up with the Appetite for Construction podcast from the show, from the podcast pavilion. On this episode, the guys talk with John White Jr. and Ben White from Takeo Comfort, Jason Norman at HVAC_J604, project manager for Emerald Green Mechanical, and Alec Dietzel, senior product manager, Milwaukee Tool. The guys from MTGA take the week off due to traveling conflicts, but you can always check out their podcasts on Mechanical Hub or on the MH YouTube page. We always encourage feedback from our social channels. Again, you can find this and more over at Plumbing Perspective on Mechanical Hub, on the Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and you can check out Eric at Mechanical Hub, all those channels. You can always catch up with what Eric's doing on Mechanical Hub's YouTube page. Also, we just launched the Plumbing Perspective YouTube page as well. Be sure to follow our LinkedIn page, all the good stuff. Keep up to date with everything plumbing, HVAC, and mechanical by subscribing to our weekly newsletter. Well, that's it for this week. We will see you next week.